right, so there's going to be another movie review. This one's called Chainsaw Sally, 2004. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this flick. This is going to be another Baltimore movie. Some dude wanted to imitate the Don Dollar. So they made Chainsaw Sally, which is available for free on To Be or Not To Be. That is the question. This is not an Australian recommendation. I just added it myself. So I must be doing something right. I'm adding the good stuff for once. The 5 out of 5 stars. All right. So I'm not sure if this is a movie poster or a DVD cover, but I'm guessing this went straight to video. Meet the girl of your screams. It's about time someone gave a girl a chainsaw. That's from Rue Morgue magazine. Sally is destined to be a cult classic character. Film threat. Well, I don't see a Chainsaw Sally sequel. So I think that was wishful thinking. I could be wrong. I've been known to make mistakes in the past. Karate Man has corrected me on a number of occasions, not in the case of horror films. It's 2004, rated R, 1 hour, 23 minutes. It's got nudity, blasphemy. I've got to go to confession in about 20 minutes to confess watching this stuff. But anyways, it's mindless entertainment. Gets a low 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Only 634 ratings. Not too obscure, though. We're used to 0 ratings, as is in the case with Jimmy Trainor's Alien Parasite. A young woman traumatized after witnessing the murder of her parents as a young girl grows up to be a serial killer whom gets her inspiration from killing from horror films. Toolbox Murders? I guess she takes her horror films too seriously. Oh, there is a sequel. It's called The Chainsaw Sally Show. I do stand corrected. Okay, more like this. Fertilize the blaspheming bombshell. Once upon a time at Christmas, 13 sleighs tell Xmas, and the Chainsaw Sally Show, which gets a higher rating of 6.9. All right, so this one's got the great George Stover from the Don Dollar movies. It's got Leatherface Gunnar Hansen and the so-called alleged godfather of gore, Herschell Gordon Lewis, the KFC fanatic with the who dresses up in a suit and tie and does marketing mailers. Sally is a young woman living in a small Maryland town who lives 2 lives, a calmly librarian by day and a brutal serial killer by night, where she randomly targets any man or woman whom even slightly upsets her. Sally lives with her reclusive transvestite younger brother, Rudy, whom assists her with the killings, Both Sally and Ruby were traumatized. They were scarred for life as youngsters when both of them witnessed three lunatics murder their mother and father before they, with Daddy's help, killed the three murderous psychos. In the meantime, a young businessman named Steve Kellerman arrives in town to buy a piece of land, which a ruthless land developer named Harvey Benton, white male swine of a capitalist pig, wants to develop condos on which is the land of Sally and Ruby's former house, vacant since the night of their parents' murder. Not wanting to have change in their lives, Sally plots to eliminate the interlopers to ensure she continue her killing spree lifestyle. That's the storyline from Matt-282 on IMDb. It's rated R for horror, violence, and gore, language, some sexuality, and nudity. Not too much in the way of nudity, but it is there in the beginning during one of the first kills. I think it was the first kill. April Monique Burrell was pregnant during filming. She plays Sally. She looks like a Shelley Duvall clone or something. All right. Quotes Sally. Hello, Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon. Hello, Sally. Sally, how's this? Mr. Gordon. Well, can't complain. And even if I could, Sally, who would listen? Okay, this is a back and forth quotations from the Pragos, Sally Duvall clone, and the Godfather of Gore, KFC chicken bucket fanatic. The doubles used in the film are listed as Dr. Tom, so named after Dr. Tom, who took over the role of the old man in Plan 9 from Outer Space after Bela Lugosi had passed away. The original cut had a voiceover narration by April Monique Burrell for some of the scenes, including the opening scene. This was followed by the Chainsaw Sally Show, 2010. The music is pretty decent punk rock from 2004. Kind of pop punk stuff like Blink-182 kind of music. Soundtrack, I Don't Want to Touch You, Natalie Jane. I Don't Want to Touch You, Natalie Jane. Written and performed by Brian Huddle. I don't even know who that is, but it sounds pretty cool. This is, all right. Here's a review by Brittany Jackson, dated November 30th, 2004. Brittany's giving it an 8 out of 10. Brittany, which is lower than my rating, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. This is the title of the review on IMDb by Brittany Jackson, dated November 30th, 2004 is, this is a great low-budget horror film. All horror fans must see this. It is one of the best low-budget horror films I've seen. I just came from seeing the East Coast premiere in Baltimore, so it did show on the big screen. It had a pretty good story and had some great bloody, gory kill scenes. My personal favorite in horror films. Sally's brother Rudy was my favorite in the movie. He was a crazy drag queen in little skirts and high-heeled shoes. Gunnar Hansen had a small role in the movie. It was great to see him return to the big screen. Let me say, the quiet ones are the ones you have to watch for. I can't wait till it comes out on DVD. It is a must-have. I wish this movie and all the people in it the best of luck. Oh, that's very nice. Very generous. Nobody in the chat room. It must be midnight in Australia. Let's go down the pike on my movies list, if I can pull it up. All right, next up is The Fate of the Furious, 2017. Then I've got The Shooter, 1997, and Just for the Hell of It, 1968. So those are my next three. I'm going to try to get through one or two today for a total of three today. And yeah, if I can get through three today and one yesterday, that would be four. And that would be pretty decent for the pace I'm going. I should be able to outdo myself next weekend because I don't have any car maintenance or fast star, but I do have potluck on Friday night. So I've got pretty much all day Saturday keyed up for watching and reviewing movies. I might be able to do 4 next Saturday. It's looking good, looking good. My list is dwindling down to the 3,000s. And I'm just whizzing through these movie reviews ever since my son and I got booted out of Legion of Mary. These so-called pro-life people from hell don't like it if you don't register, support, and run for public office as a Republican here in San Francisco. So good riddance to bad garbage. I hope they just sort of dissolve and go away, wither away like rotten fruit off a tree. Anyways, cool. All right, I'll start getting into the Fate of the Furious with Jason Statham later.